All right, I'm going to run through these calls here for the last time. Anybody that got anything on social media, get them in now, and then we'll wrap this segment up. Mike Calta Show, good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got?
Hey, good morning, Mike. I've heard you talk about sitting in car line, picking up your kids from school before. Do you still do that?
My son drives, and I do pick up my daughter, but just not as often. My wife and I usually mix it up, or we'll go together.
When you do that, do you have a firearm in your car?
It depends sometimes.
On school property?
Yeah, I don't get out of the car, and it's locked away.
And did I hear you say one time you caught some friendly fire during a sexual escapade?
Yeah, Pete hit me in the left wrist.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. This guy trying to get me in trouble with
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's going to be
I know what he's saying. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, earlier today you said that your son texts you good night every night. I want you to show Spanish or somebody the last text your son sent you.
I can read it to you right now. My son was at the studio last night, and I texted him at 9:53. I said, "You good?" And he said, "Yes, I'm leaving soon." And I said, "Okay, good night." And he said, "Good night, I love you." And I said, "I love you more." And he hearted it. That's it right there. You can see it on the screen.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Yeah, we see it. Yeah. I see the heart. This guy does not believe you.
Yeah, I don't know why. That was it.
You
sir.
don't text your son.
Fake son relationship.
It's there. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know if he was doubting it or he just couldn't believe that a teenager would actually say that to his father.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike all right. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got?
So my question is for Carmen. So everybody knows that you hated Dinah. Did you two ever bury the hatchet before she passed away, or are you still harboring hate for her?
Dinah and I did not hate each other.
A little bit.
You hated Dinah.
She may have hated me. I did not hate her. I think her and I worked together for like less than a month. So I didn't even get a chance to get to know her.
Yeah, I think Dinah was probably a little jealous that there was a new person on the show, a young, hot person, and Carmen just didn't really know anybody at the time. So I don't really think it was a hate, but...
Yeah, like I said, she left within like the first month of me being here. And the only thing, so we didn't even really work together. The only thing is, she did call me out because I asked for Wild Splash tickets.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was from a different station. I had no idea about radio at all. And I was like, I had no idea. This was my first radio job, and that was literally the first week I worked here.
But that's also her job to throw you under the bus.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But
Did I tell you, Carmen, that the first time Dinah, when she went away, and she came back to visit, I picked her up, and we went to lunch or whatever, and I lied to her and told her that you and I had been banging for the last year.
You did not tell me that.
She goes, how's Carmen doing? And I go, oh, dude, she's unbelievable. I go, we've been banging for like that. And she goes, oh, you're gross.
You're the worst.
It was a joke.
No wonder why people hate me.
The best was when we fake gave Carmen $1,000 bonus thing, whatever, right in front of Dinah for, what was it, for her birthday or Christmas?
Yeah. Mike had me for Christmas.
Dinah her head almost exploded.
That was good. That was good stuff. What do you got, Gio?
This one says, how does Chad deal with Carmen's popularity from the more ambitious listeners?
So he's pretty good with it because I tell him. And then because guys will get in my DMs like, I want to do this to you. And I show him and then I block them, but I show him. And I've actually had listeners reach out to him telling him that they're trying to pursue me in sexual ways, and he's just like, that is so weird.
It is so weird.
It's like Indecent Proposal.
But no, because they got a fetish for Chad too.
Right, because they want him there too, but for the most part. But he, like I said, we're very open and very honest, and he's, and he's good with it because I also help him, with his endeavors.
Oh, yeah.
What's he got? He's got OnlyFans going on?
No.
What's going on?
Well, with his football, I'm helping try raise money for Chamberlain football and stuff like that. So I'm able to post it, and I'm going to make some videos for him for his teacher wish list and stuff like that. So I use my skills to actually help him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're very encouraging of one another.
One from one from Twitter here from Chuck Loves Tacos.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
He says, did Mike Calta get the Bobby Kelly stomach surgery? Bert alluded to it on a podcast.
I did. about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. I kept trying to. I'm glad somebody asked because I kept trying to bring it up on the air.
He asked, and then Trucker Tony said on an Instagram Live, you briefly mentioned you had the same weight loss surgery as Robert Kelly. Is that true? Whatever.
It is true, and I'm down about 30 pounds so far.
Nice.
And it's
That's
been great.
awesome.
Yeah, and the thing was like I wasn't hiding it. I just couldn't. There was no way for me to get on the air and be like, hey, oh, by the way, guess what I did this weekend? You know what I mean? But yeah, Bert. So I told Bert when I saw him, and Bert was like, "You look great." And I go, well, "I had the surgery that Bobby had," and he's like, "Oh, that's great. You look great." And then when he was on the podcast with Steve-O, it looks like he almost said it, and then was like, wasn't sure if he should say it, so he pulled back on it. And so I commented on it in the Instagram Live because I got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
I got nothing. It'd be very rare if you could find something where I go, "Ooh, I wish nobody knew about that." I got nothing. Everything is out there. I tell you when I cry. I tell you when I poop. I tell you when I poop on the floor. I got nothing. All right, I'm going to run through these phone calls. Let's get through these next 10 lines, then we're done. Mike Calta Show, good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got?
Hey, good morning, Mike Calta. Man, this Under Oath is so interesting, and I love the way people call in and
Stop
ask
trying
you
to make up
questions.
for
Yes,
calling them names.
Do you have a question or not?
oh yeah, it's so cool you have me back being here.
Okay, thank you. Mike Calta Show, you're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got?
Hey, good morning, guys. I've been listening since day one, so I've got a lot of questions, but this one's strictly for Gio because it's been bothering me. Gio, is your bird dead or alive?
No.
Wait,
Luke
just-
on the phone, and
Just answered.
We just answered that.
is
Gio's bird
alive.
is alive. Snowball.
I was just messing with John Senning.
Yeah.
I loved when you called her out because I thought the girl was a kook, and I thought that was great.
Very nice lady, but she's crazy.
Thank you. All right, couple more.
Lady that talks to animals is crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I didn't believe what she was doing.
Good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got?
Is this me?
Yes.
No. Okay, this is for Carmen. Were you drunk when you called in the Monday after vacation or during your vacation?
On Monday?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was a bottle
You're
deep in
totally-
mimosas.
Yeah, you're a totally different person. It was funny that you said no. All right, thank you.
Can I just tell you, though, it is so foreign to me to think about being drunk that early in the morning.
Yeah.
Like to get up and drink.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. I'm not knocking it. I just can't. It's so foreign to me.
You should
So-
try it, Michael.
I would. I would.
Well, I mean, like I said, it was mimosas. Like I had planned on having mimosas with
Enough
breakfast.
mimosas to get you drunk.
Well,
Yeah.
here's a few things. One,
Mimosas get you drunk.
yeah, if you're getting up early in the morning, you're on an empty stomach, you've been fasting the entire night, then also with the orange juice, the sugar in the orange juice puts the alcohol in your bloodstream faster.
Yeah.
So, and champagne obviously just makes you weird
science.
drunk. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Well, hey,
But-
look, I'm all for it, Carmen. You're on
It's kind of like the
vacation.
people that give blood and then go drink.
I was going to say, but I will say, since then, I decided to do a little sober fest,
Uh-huh.
and I am on day 13.
Wow, good
and
for you.
I plan on going to at least 30, but maybe even longer.
I always knew you were a quitter.
Yes. Listen, my liver needs help, and I actually downloaded an app. It's called Reframe. So if anyone else needs like a little help, but basically I like it because it helps and it gives you little like tidbits of what is happening with your body and what's changing over time and stuff. So it'll be like you should be noticing better sleep because you're on day 6, or your liver is starting to be completely detoxed because you're
Carmen,
on day whatever.
I don't know why you would download that app. If you want to know what your body's changing, just talk to Gio.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right, Mike Calta Show. Good morning. You're on the air. We're under oath. What do you got?
Morning.
Hi.
This is for Mike. I don't know if you can answer it or not. I'm going to ask the question and hang up so I can hear it on the radio. What is the reason you got fired from the Bubba Show?
Because if you're hanging up so you can hear it. So the last straw, I think, was there was a WWE show that came to town. This is in 2000, I think. And I had never gone to a WWE show, and I asked the salesperson, I said, can I have tickets to the WWE show? I have a friend coming in from out of town, and I'd like to go to the show with them. And they said, yeah, no problem. And they came back, and they gave me an envelope, and one envelope was probably about 2 inches thick, and the other envelope was flat thin. And they said, these are your tickets. These are Bubba's tickets. Bubba's tickets were 2 inches thick, and it was for him to give away to his friends and his personal seats. I opened up my 2 tickets, and my 2 tickets were in the front row. I had never been to an event before. I'd never asked for front row tickets. The sales guy, Lewis, gave them to me. Then that morning of the WWE thing, he said, I'm sitting in the front row. I'm in this section, seats 1 and 2. And I said, oh, I'm sitting next to you. I'm in seats 3 and 4. And he got very mad that we were both in the front row. I don't know why. I don't know why that bothered him. And then when we went to the event that night, he took a girl there. I went with my friend Frankie. And that night, when the show was over, I was very happy. I had a great time. The Rock talked to me from the stage. I called Shane McMahon a pussy, and he said, Shane, it seems the people of Tampa, and he pointed to me, think you're a pussy. And it was like the greatest thing ever. I was holding a 98 Rock banner, and the last thing you see is when they went to commercial, they tightened in on the 98 Rock banner because I was holding it over behind where the announcers sit, where Shane McMahon was lying on the floor. And I had felt like I'd done everything right. I got the logo on TV. The Rock talked to me. Everything was great. And then I got home, and I got a long email, and the email was about all the things that I've done wrong, including having front row tickets to the WWE. The suggestion was that those were his tickets, and I stole them. And then there was another, I still have the email, there was another line in there that said, what about that, quote, kick-ass WWE backpack you have, which was WWF at the time. It said, what about that kick-ass WWF backpack? Was that meant for me, and you stole that too? And I said, there's 85 of them in the prize closet. Big Dick brought me one. He was the promotions director at the time. He said, here, I know you like wrestling. And he gave it to me, and I carried it around. For some reason, even though there were 85 more in the prize closet, he believed that one was for him, and I stole it. So that, to be honest with you, the next day I got to work, and I was told not to go in the studio to sit at my desk. And then I found out the next day that they had tried to go through my laptop and get all my contacts out of there. And that day I was fired. So that is the 100% true reason why. I will also tell you, in all fairness, I believe it was a matter of 2 personalities after working together for a long time colliding. It was his show. He didn't want me around anymore, and I got fired. Single best thing that ever happened to me in my radio career. Because if not, I probably would have stayed there because I'm loyal, and I would have never gotten ahead and probably still made $30,000 a year. And the best thing that ever happened was I went on my own, started at the bottom on an AM station, and worked my way all the way up literally to the top. So I hope that answers your question, sir, and didn't bore everybody else.